Let's see if he did call the U.S. immigration on his cousin.
They're saying that I got the immigration onto his brother, onto his house and stuff like that. But
I left some information with our duty agent in the city, and I'm in Suffolk County, so I'm here to follow up on that.
yeah, listen, like I said to you, your agent, there's a bunch of Irish immigrants. I'm Irish myself. But they're going around, they're going from city to city, and they're ripping out people's homes, ripping off roofs. And the Irish community here, we don't like that, because if one apple in a bunch, you blame the whole bunch. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
I can't believe you denied making that call. Did you forget that you recorded it and sent it out on social media?
And I have their addresses. And I followed them. They actually legally tried to fly tip in one of my yards.
Everyone knows that travelers do not fly tip.
You know what I mean? And my guy caught him, and then they hassled the neighbors, saying they were part of us, and then they want to legally dump. We followed them back to a job site. We got the cops involved. The cops said one of the guys are meant to have a what did he say? An active investigation against them. And I was like, are you seriously? You want to let him rip off an elderly person? Because we knocked at the door of the neighbors, and they said like they're ripping out, ripping off an elderly person,
So are they just collecting money just for any specific reason, or they're going door to door?
They're going door to door. These guys are like mafia,
Are you trying to get him deported, or are you trying to get him life in prison?
And they're bullying other Irish people. Last year or the year before, one of the guys, took a company over one of my relatives, and bullied them out of it, and then tried to rape his wife.
Really?
And
you're trying to get him life in prison.
My cousin stabbed him, and he had to jump on a plane because he thought he was going to get killed. He wouldn't get a fair trial, and he had to go back to Europe, and it's all documented. But everybody's keeping their mouth shut, and we have enough of it now,
Oh, I see, it's a family feud, and this is your only way to get your own back.
Okay, so just so I get this clear, you guys are, so which town is this occurring in? Is this all over Suffolk County?
No, just Suffolk County in general. I think these guys are going up and down the island. They're on the news channel, ripping off roofs, and they're unlicensed contractors. I believe 100%, because I heard it from, we drink in a bar, and I hear other people saying this and that, and they have they're doing illegal human trafficking. They get other Irish people over from Ireland and other European countries and make them work, off their thing. They bring them in from the Bahamas, and they bring them across the, what do you call it, other place? I think it's what do you call it? Canada. Across the border from Canada. Through Canada.
You are good. You have his attention now.
And, that's what they're doing. I have this other guys, I do know for 100% fact, because I had a cousin to research him. He has a crime record. If you do an Interpol check on him, you can check him out, and you can see that he have a record Jesse James wouldn't even be proud of,
And which is the guy that has the Interpol record?
I think his name is Miles Connors. I think he goes by. You have an alias that he knocks at people's doors, like Mike Murphy. We followed him. Listen. Yeah.
So would you be interested in meeting me and myself and another agent and showing us like where they live?
Yeah.
Kind of go over some things.
100%. I will bring you to their door. They're in an abandoned house right now, like a rundown house, and they're living in like an RV thing. We brought the cops yesterday to them, and and I will bring you straight to them, and I'll show. Listen, we're following these guys to show them this and that, because we have enough. We really, truly have enough. Being bullied, and
What town do they live in? And what town are they in?
I there's a bunch of them. There's like 20.
With a trailer, like you said.
With the trailer guy, he lives in I think Ronkonkoma, right on the service road. It's right on the service road on the right-hand side
Okay.
as you're heading west, you know, from like, if you get off at exit 64,
Okay.
and come back around in yourself and hug the service road heading west,
Service road.
and they're on the right-hand side, you know.
But you're happy to take them to his door.
Okay.
Honestly,
Well-
I don't want to get big, you know, like bring this on the news channel or do anything like this. I try to keep this underneath the low burner because you know as well as I do. You know, people say this, say that. Hey, Irish this, Irish that. Same as the Italians had a bad scheme. You know, it was only a bunch of them. You know.
By the time you're finished with your statement, the Italians will be like playground kids compared to the travelers you're squealing on.
Yeah. No, I understand.
So I'll
Just,
show you.
Yeah, just so you know, like I said, so you know we're special agents, so we do criminal investigations, with a federal jurisdiction. So whatever these crimes are, if they have a federal jurisdiction, is something that we'd be interested in investigating. You mentioned the trafficking of people and possibly some other things going on, right? So,
Yeah, like I said, you can clearly see that they have no. You'll ask them, how did you get into the country? Like, show me a pass, your entry. Yeah. They don't have that. They don't have entry, so they stole in. You know.
Oh, so you think property illegal?
Oh yeah, they stole in. They
don't have green cards.
No, they don't have no green cards. They have nothing. They got nothing.
Oh, they have nothing.
They got nothing. These guys are with other Irish community guys. Hey, you sponsor me. You better sponsor me. How'd you get a green card? You better sponsor me. You know.
Okay.
Definitely. This is like bully tactics of your own people. You know what I mean? But I think these guys are like they call it related to the Kelly gang. Sorry, my kids.
Okay.
They're related to.
You're good. They're related to the Kelly gang. Brilliant. You are really getting his attention.
Investigation or what? And so they may not reach out to you today or tomorrow.
Okay.
But if they open an investigation, they'll reach out to you and because I'm sure you can provide more information.
Yeah, like I said, I'm willing to show them their addresses and stuff like that where they are. You got the names right again, like I mentioned.
Mike Murphy, he goes by Mike Murphy, but Miles O'Connor, or Connors, Jeremy Connors, James Connors, Patrick Connors. Sounds like a whole family or related somehow.
I don't know what way, because they could be related or could be brothers. It could be nothing got to do with each other. It's just that the name is very, very common name in Ireland and through Europe. I don't know about that situation, but they are a very, very bad bunch of guys. So like I said, I'd be happy to go down to the ICE immigration thing that's on the island and speak to an officer there and show them where they're located and what jobs they're doing.
Do you know if they have? You think most of them are smuggled in and don't have citizenship?
100% they don't have, because they're bullying other Irish people here and say, hey, sponsor me. What's your name?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it is getting to the point that we can't take so much from somebody that's going to blow, and we'd rather have the law on our side because we have enough of this,
Yeah.
And listen, New York is a haven state, and it's nice to know that, but it is for the good guys, not the bad guys.
Yeah, no, that's right.
So we got to get these guys sorted out. I've got a lot of friends that are NYPD officers, and they said, look, if they were local to them, they will come down and hold them, but they said they can't come into Suffolk, so.
Jim, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Jim, it's me, Miley. How are you?
How are things?
Not too bad. Listen, you know what, I was speaking to you yesterday, okay? And I spoke to you around 2 o'clock yesterday, right?
Right.
And you said that you run into Gerard O'Connor, yeah?
I ran into Jerry. I'm going to tell you the whole story.
All right.
I ran into Jerry O'Connor.
Yep.
I was in Fax Checks. I'm eating my lunch.
Yep.
I see Gerard O'Connor. He says hello.
Yep.
I said, hey, how are things? He says, good. I said, no, what's new? I said, nothing. I said, what's new with you? He said, nothing. And then he said, hey, did you hear that immigration was at Patrick's house tonight? I said, Patrick? He said, yeah, Patrick.
And what did he say? Did he say he missed him?
I didn't remember what he said, but after Jerry called me last night, I called Gerard back.
Yeah.
Gerard told me, no, that he did tell me that they grabbed him.
Don't act surprised. that they grabbed him. After the statement that you gave about him, I'm sure he won't see the light of day for a long time.